So, let's go over Real Madrid versus Atletico de Madrid for LaLiga. Very crucial match to see who goes on top of LaLiga. Anyway, so Real Madrid, they're going to play a 4-3-3. This is not their best defensive line, but they have a lot of injuries and a lot of players going through recovery, so they're going to play Tchouameni in the back next to Asensio. Vasquez going to be on the right, and Garcia. I don't really like Garcia, but for some reason Mendy was on the bench. Then Ceballos was going to play as a holding midfielder. I was expecting Modric to be there, but I think he had a good first half at least. And then, Bellingham, Valverde, and Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. On the other hand, Atletico Madrid, they're going to play a 4-4-2. It's a very typical formation for them, but something that I didn't expect was to have Simeone starting. Barrios sometimes plays well. In this match, I didn't like the second half. The first half, a little better. And Galan. I've seen it a few times, but not in these crucial matches. In the first minutes of the first half, both teams were waiting a lot. They were defending as a block. So they were testing each other a lot, but they didn't have any chances. They didn't have any shots. It was all based on the midfield, like in the middle of the park. And to be honest, Real Madrid, they were losing the ball a lot. They weren't precise. And that's why Atletico Madrid, they had a few chances with Griezmann and Alvarez close to the box, but not really dangerous. On the 15th minute or so, I have to be honest, I didn't see much of Real Madrid, like maybe Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo. They were trying, but they weren't dangerous in the box. So Mbappe was dropping a lot, Vinicius was coming as a number 9, Rodrigo was trying to be all over the place. So it wasn't as effective. And to be honest, Bellingham and Valverde, they didn't make any runs to the box. So obviously, for Atletico Madrid, defending that was super easy because they didn't have to worry about anything out of the ordinary. I really wanted to see more of Griezmann in the last third because everything depends on him, on the creation, and we didn't see much on the Real Madrid side. I wanted to see Modric, to be honest. Modric is the key when in these type of matches when it's so hard to get into the box. But Ceballos, he was fighting it, so I guess in the first half it made more sense. After the 20th minute, the game got more interesting because now there were more fouls, there were more instances in which both teams could counterattack, and I felt like both teams with the spaces, they were super dangerous. So even Vinicius had 1 or 2 chances, Mbappe also, but it was interesting because since they were attacking more, whenever Real Madrid was attacking, Atletico Madrid, they were going to do this 6-2-2, and so because somebody had to stop Vinicius and Mbappe and Rodrigo, so they will go back like that. But then around the 33rd minute or so, there was this foul on Real Madrid's box. It was Lino against Tchouameni. Tchouameni stepped on Lino, and VAR said it was a foul. It will be up to you to decide that. But then Julian Alvarez was going to take the penalty kick, and he just did a Panenka really cold scoring. So very good for him. Anyway, so that was the 1-0, and in that moment, the whole stadium was. You felt the pressure from the fans on both teams and the referee. So Real Madrid was attacking a lot, asking for every foul, and to be honest, Atletico Madrid, they managed those last 10 minutes super well. I think they had the ball, they had good build-ups, they just had a few counterattacks, and Real Madrid were getting desperate. So I think they had a very smart match in the first half. As you can see, Real Madrid didn't have any shots on target. To me, that was worrying because usually when Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo are not able to shoot, Bellingham and Valverde or even Vasquez sometimes, they have good crosses, good shots, something, but not in this match, not in the first half at least. Okay, my opinion on the first half was that Real Madrid needed Modric. Somebody had to be the key player there. And also, I wanted more of Bellingham and Valverde, like I said before. But I also wanted to see more of either Brahim Diaz or Güler, because I think they deserve a few chances in these close games, Anyway, then for Atletico Madrid, I thought they had to attack more the sides. Simeone, he didn't have a good match. I could have taken him out after the first 45 minutes because Garcia and Vasquez are not the best at defending. So they had to take advantage of that, but they didn't do that. And also wanted to see more key passes. Also, Barrios, in my opinion, he should have getting out. Maybe put their Gallagher or Koke, somebody that can actually manage the game. I think he was losing too many balls and in some instances we're getting desperate. But anyway, when the second half started, you will see you would see that Real Madrid, they had another mentality. They really wanted to go for it, and you will see that now Mbappe and Bellingham, especially Bellingham, they would get into the box more often. Mbappe too, but he still was getting out and he was on and off. But Bellingham was making more runs now. So because they would do this when they were attacking, so it was still a 4-3-3, but Bellingham had the freedom, so he had to take advantage and get into the box, and that's what he did on the second half, and that's how the first goal for Real Madrid happened, because Rodrigo was decided against Galan and Lino, and then he makes a cross. Bellingham is in the box, but he actually misses that shot, and in the bounce, Mbappe finds the ball and he scores. But a lot of Rodrigo on that one, a lot of Bellingham and Mbappe. So I think even though Vinicius wasn't as involved in this, maybe 50, 60 minutes, I think the team managed that really well. Alright, so like I was saying before, at this point El Cholo, he really had to be careful, because since Bellingham was getting more into the box, neither De Paul or Barrios were following him. And that's what I was saying before, that Barrios, he's good at fighting for the ball, but he's not good at following up. Like, keep track of Bellingham, but he wasn't doing that. Also, around the 60th minute or so, you could see that Simeone, he was super tired. He wasn't attacking well, he wasn't defending well, he wasn't coming back. In the last third, he was just tired. So, first substitutions that he did around the 63rd minute was Koke for Lino. But Koke obviously plays on the midfield, so it was going to be like this. Barrios now was going to be in the left. Molina was going to come for Simeone. But now Llorente was going to go higher. Molina was going to stay here. And Reinaldo was going to come for Galan, because Galan had a yellow card. Anyway, so technically it was still a 4-4-2. But when they were defending now, they were going to do this 5-4-1 at times, or 5-3-2, because maybe Griezmann would drop like this. But sometimes Julian would drop too. So it was a lot of these when they were defending, because obviously Vinicius now were getting more dangerous. But Llorente attacked a lot too, so that's why I'm going to leave it as a 4-4-2, but keep in mind that they were doing almost like a 5-4-1 or 5-3-2. Alright, so then on the 77th minute, Correa was going to come in for the ball, but that was interesting because obviously the ball is a midfielder, holding midfielder, and Correa is an attacker, is a forward. So Correa actually was going to be here. Now, he was going to come here, Koke here. Griezmann was going to be on the left. So now you could have seen it as a 4-5-1, or as a 5-4-1, like I was saying before. Like they were defending like this. So it lasted for a couple minutes, because then Sarlat came in for Julian. So it's still the same formation. And then around the 80th minute, Ancelotti made the first subs. Camavinga was going to play for Ceballos. In the same position, Modric was going to come in for Vasquez, but in this case, Valverde was going to play in that position. Anyway, but that was Real Madrid's formation for now. It was still a 4-3-3, and they were attacking more, but again, like with 5 in the back and Llorente attacking more on Garcia, Atletico had a few chances. Now Vinicius was also attacking more, but I felt like in this case Mbappe was trying to, but he wasn't as dangerous. And Rodrigo also tried, but he was tired, so that's why then he got out and Diaz came in, Brahim Diaz. But obviously Brahim Diaz played like for 4 or 5. So he played a few minutes and he couldn't have an impact on the game, but I wish he had more minutes. But anyway, that was the 1-1, and please let me know what you think. Thanks.